In the early 1920s, North Africa's Rif Mountains became the stage for a fierce and bloody struggle for independence. The resilient people of the region, fueled by modern weapons, deep religious conviction, and a new sense of nationalism, launched a formidable resistance against Spanish colonizers. Their courageous efforts resulted in significant defeats for Spain, leading to the declaration of an independent republic. However, when France intervened, the conflict known as the Rif War intensified, deeply shaking Spain and contributing to the rise of one of Europe's longest reigning dictators. By 1904, European powers had carved up present-day Morocco. France dominated most of the region, leaving a weak sultan as a figurehead, while Spain controlled a smaller coastal strip around Ceuta and Melilla. In 1912, France established a protectorate over its territory and allowed Spain to do the same, as long as the Spaniards kept German influence at bay. Initially, Spain paid little attention to its Moroccan land. However, after World War I, rumors of mineral wealth in the interior and a desire to restore national prestige after their defeat in the Spanish-American War of 1898 drew Spanish interest. Yet they knew little about their rugged, mountainous colony, inhabited by numerous Amazigh tribes, the largest being the Banu Uragel. The Spanish had already clashed with these tribes in earlier conflicts. Their homeland, centered around the Rif Mountains, was seen as a place of tribal blood feuds and violence. However, a system of fines kept clan infighting in check. Spain attempted to extend its influence politically, relying on pensions and cooperation with ruffian notables like Abd el-Krim al-Khattabi, known as Abd el-Krim in Europe. El-Krim, educated in Spanish school, initially supported Spanish rule over the French. However, by 1918, he turned against the Spanish due to their corruption and prejudice. In 1920, his clan renounced allegiance to Spain and organized resistance, aiming for an independent Rif. The Spanish response was military. General Damaso Berenguer, the Spanish High Commissioner, decided to crush the rebellion. Despite some initial success, the Spanish underestimated el-Krim's strategic prowess. By 1921, after a series of brutal clashes, el-Krim's forces inflicted a devastating defeat on the Spanish at the Battle of Annual, resulting in the loss of thousands of Spanish soldiers. The Spanish defeat was so severe that it sparked political upheaval back home. Yet, el-Krim wasn't just another tribal leader. He sought to build a modern, independent state. He organized a regular army, established a bureaucracy, and implemented reforms such as taxation and infrastructure projects. However, the expansion of the ruffian state worried the French, who also had colonial interests in Morocco. By 1925, el-Krim's forces launched an assault on French positions, prompting a coordinated Franco-Spanish military response. Despite fierce resistance, el-Krim's forces were eventually overwhelmed. By May 1926, the combined Franco-Spanish forces had decisively defeated the ruffian fighters. El-Krim surrendered and was exiled, marking the end of the Rif Republic. However, his legacy as a hero of anti-colonial resistance lived on, inspiring future independence movement. The Rif War significantly impacted Spain, highlighting its colonial challenges and contributing to the political turmoil that eventually led to the rise of Francisco Franco. The war also introduced new military tactics and strategies, such as the first amphibious landing involving tanks and seaborne air support. If you enjoyed this story and want to learn more, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more fascinating historical narratives.